Okay, the next aspect of your strategic marketing objectives is determining price. So what you're trying to do here is determining whether the value proposition that you have for the customer supports your pricing decisions for your product or service. You wouldn't want to be at a low price point. You're not going to achieve luxury good status because you're not sufficiently exclusive in your brand. Likewise, if you price too high and you're a value proposition product for the customer market, you may be pricing yourself out of a large percentage of the market. So again, you're trying to see if your pricing point is justified by your value proposition. So there's a lot of things you're going to ask yourself. And things you're going to have to figure out, such as what is your customer's acceptance of your given price range? How do they react to it? Look at other competitor products or services to see what their price range is, to see how they compare to where you're priced. You're going to look at your margin to see at any given distribution point what is your margin. If you're going direct to customer, retail, wholesale routes, what's your margin there? Is that margin sufficient to support the other value drivers in there, like your logistics costs, freight, your necessary profit margin for operations in general, price fluctuations in the market, different demand levels, etc. Is your price point going to be sufficient to support those operational aspects? What have you considered in the way of promotional efforts to get your market, to market your brand out there, or to make customers aware, to get them over the hurdle of actually trying your product or service? This could be any coupons, discounts, promotional efforts, etc. What's the cost breakdown on your product or service to actually deliver it? This is going to be instrumental, because if you're not charging a price point with a sufficient margin in there, it could be that it's not in your price point, but it has to be in your operation. So you need the comparison between your price point and your breakdown of every expense level. Now that could be operational, selling, any internal aspects, communication, general administrative expenses associated with it, etc. So again, you're going to outline things like list price, bundling options for price points, any promotional discounts or things like that you're going to get as selling bulk items or large numbers, licensing or leasing options, etc., or customer financing options. You may want to throw that in there, because again, that affects the price point, or how much money you're bringing in for the sale of the product at a given point. And when you're comparing those against your applicable expenses, it will go in and affect your pricing decision. So bottom line, if you compare all of these factors, you'll have a strong understanding of where your product stands with regard to the value proposition that it provides to customers, and you can effectively market to those end users based on your pricing point.